Hello children, welcome to the chemistry class. Till now we have discussed about the covalent bond and covalent bonds and their types, and today we are going to discuss about the polar covalent bond and non-polar covalent bond. So polar covalent bond. So what is a polar covalent bond? This polar covalent bond, the covalent compounds are said to be polar when shared pair of electrons are not at equal distance between the two atoms. And this type of covalent bond exists where an unequal sharing of electrons occur due to the difference in the electronegativity of combining atoms. More electronegative atom will have stronger pull of electrons, so they will pull the electrons, thus the sharing of electrons will be unequal, thus the element will not attain the octet structure. The electronegative difference between the atoms is greater than 0 and less than 2. As a result, the shared pair of electrons will be closer to that atom. So for example, if we take hydrogen chloride, so hydrogen atom plus chlorine minus atom. That means in hydrogen chloride, the strong nuclear charge of the chlorine atom, that means the electronegativity of the chlorine is 3, attracts the shared electron pair towards itself. That means negative charge shift towards the chlorine atom. Thereby, so what happens? The hydrogen atom, the electronegativity is 2, develops slightly positive charge. Therefore, polar covalent bond is formed between HCl. So, other examples of polar covalent bond are water. You know the water molecule, that is H2O. So, in the hydrogen and oxygen molecule, so what happens? The structure of hydrogen and oxygen. So hydrogen atom will have positive and oxygen minus. So the electronegativity of the hydrogen atoms attracts the oxygen and thus it forms a water molecule. Same in the ammonia also and hydrogen fluoride molecule also. So molecules forming hydrogen bonding as a result of unbalanced electrostatical potential happens. In this case, the hydrogen atom interacts with the electronegativity of the fluorine, hydrogen or oxygen. Next is non-polar covalent bond. In non-polar covalent bond are non-polar when shared pair of electrons are equally distributed. See, non-polar shared pair of electrons are equally distributed, and polar covalent bond, the pair of electrons are not equally distributed, that is unequal sharing of electrons. But in non-polar covalent bond, equal sharing of electrons between the atoms. Here the electronegativity differs between two atoms is 0 and no charge separation takes place in non-polar covalent bond. So it is electrically neutral. The two covalent bonded atoms are identical when the shared pair of electrons is at equal distance from the combining atom. So for non-polar covalent bond, examples are hydrogen, H2, chlorine, oxygen, etc. because they are perfectly non-polar, because they are having equal sharing of electrons. Next, the bond formed between the dissimilar atoms can be non-polar if their electronegativity difference is very little. So, and one more thing, the more the electronegativity difference between the two atoms forming a bond, the more is the polar nature. Okay. So, if the difference is more between the two atoms when they are forming a bond, the more is polar nature of the molecule, that is no equal sharing of electrons. So in a solution, a fractional charges of polar covalent bond are converted to complete charges or ions are produced That is conversion of covalent compounds are converted into ions. That process is called ionization. And examples of non-polar covalent bond is gas molecules like hydrogen gas, nitrogen gas, oxygen gas, sulfur. So this is single covalent bond with methane. See, when hydrogen that combines with carbon. It's a double bond, oxygen gas, and triple bond, nitrogen gas. So methane, the non-polar covalent, methane polar covalent bond, and oxygen and nitrogen are non-polar covalent bond because the equal sharing, there is equal distributing of shared pair of electrons are equal, but in the methane there are no equal sharing pair of electrons between the atom. Next is coordinate covalent bond. Coordinate covalent bond. So in the coordinate covalent bond, when one atom donates both the electrons, one atom that donates both the electrons in a covalent bond are carbon monoxide is a good example. Carbon monoxide is a good example for coordinate covalent bond. So in this coordinate means also called dative covalent bond. It is also called dative covalent bond. Why? Because a shared pair of electrons in which both electrons come from the same atom. Both the electrons come from the same atom. So both if you see carbon and oxygen atoms, this elements, both the carbon and oxygen give another single electron to share. So this is carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is a good example for coordinate covalent bond which has a slightly positive charges, which has a dipole molecule. So to attain its configuration. So this coordinate covalent bond, also called dative covalent bond, and because of shared pair of electrons in which both electrons come from the same atom. A coordinate covalent bond is usually shown within an arrow because they both come from the shared pair of electrons. Coordinate covalent bond is a type of alternative covalent bond that is formed by the sharing of electron pair from single atom. Both shared electrons are donated by the same atom. It is also called dipolar bond or dative bond. That is, both shared electrons are donated by the same atom. Coordinate covalent bond are usually formed in reactions that involves two nonmetals such as hydrogen atom or during bond formation between metal ions or ligands. See here, lone pair of electrons in ammonia molecule. Ammonia formula is NH3. See, there are lone pair of electrons. And thus it combines with the hydrogen atom. It forms NH4. That is, ammonia will convert into ammonium ion by coordinate bond. That is coordinate covalent bond. It combines with hydrogen atom or bond formation between the metals. So what are the characteristics of coordinate covalent bond? In this type of bonding, the atom that shares an electron pair from itself is termed as a donor. The other atom which accepts this shared pair of electron is known as receptor or acceptor. The bond is represented with an arrow pointing towards the acceptor from the donor atom, because it is accepting from the same atom to form a bond. That's why it will show with an arrow pointing towards the accepting electron. After sharing of electron pair, each atom gets stability, and this type of bonding is central to the Lewis theory. So what are the properties of coordinate compounds have? These have lower melting and boiling points than ionic compounds. Some of these compounds exhibits isomerism. Sharing of electrons takes place with a definite direction, hence it is called directional bond. It is weaker than ionic bond. These are the properties of covalent bond. So what is a coordinate bond? The bond formed between the two atoms by sharing pair of electrons provided entirely by combining the atoms. So formation of hydroxyl and ammonium are coordinate bond. So this we have completed the chemical bonding. Okay children, have a good day.